It's JAG-K Day at the state capitol. JAG-K students have just finished lunch and are now seated in a crowded hallway not too far from that noisy echo chamber known as the State House Rotunda. Their keynote speaker is the man who co-founded the JAG program 40 years ago in Delaware.
Please help me welcome Ken Smith, the president of JAG.
We're the biggest we've ever been. We are the best we've ever been at helping young people succeed. You've got a 98% graduation rate. By being in JAG, you have a 230% better chance of getting a full-time job.
After the speech, I sit down in a quiet office with one of the JAG-K students. Kira is a Kansas high school junior. The 17-year-old seems like a lot of girls her age, and in many ways she is. But the first half of her young life was anything but normal, anything but ordinary.
I was born in 2002 to a drug addict mother, and I was in her care for 4 years, and in that time I was abused. I was malnourished. I was still in diapers and on the bottle at the age of 4. I couldn't talk, and the whole reason that I got out of her care was she sold me into sex trafficking twice.
Kira was rescued from that situation and removed from her mother's home. Then she was placed in the care of her father and stepmother.
They both beat me physically and mentally for the age of 8, and that was like the first time that I was sexually assaulted by my father. And that went on till the age of 11 nightly, like every single night that happened to me.
After years of abuse, Kira was also removed from her father's home and placed in foster care. It was in foster care that Kira finally caught a break. An older stepsister heard about her plight and then fought hard to adopt her. It took a long time, but today, Kira lives in a safe home along with her older sister and fluffy dogs. By the time Kira was finally taken away from both of her biological parents, she had spent most of her young life living with those who abused her. Even after she escaped, another kind of abuse came her way.
And people at my school started bullying me about my past, and I got really suicidal. I didn't want to kill myself, so I decided that the best choice that I could have made for myself is to go to my school counselor.
And it was that school counselor who connected Kira with JAG-K, the school-based program designed to help students succeed. JAG-K operates 81 programs in Kansas, one of them in Kira's school.
I walked into that classroom and I met my school specialist, and she honestly changed my life. She helped me become the person I am today.
That school specialist is a woman named Joni Bolin. Technically, Bolin is one of JAG-K's career specialists, something between a teacher, mentor, and life coach. And if there's such a thing as a rock star in the JAG-K world, surely it's her. Described by colleagues as patient and kind, Bolin became a confidant and a cheerleader for Kira. Perhaps most importantly, Bolin never gave up on her.
I kind of remember telling her that I wasn't going to be a good person for the program, and she was headstrong about it, that I would be a perfect candidate. She was persistent, and there was this moment, and I started to smile again. And honestly, at that time, I don't think I remember the last time I did smile.
Bolin helped Kira find that smile, and she didn't stop there. The JAG-K worker introduced Kira to activities designed to help build self-confidence. Things like public speaking, which may seem like an odd choice. After all, Kira had been unable to communicate verbally for the first 4 years of her life. Bolin was undeterred, and soon so was Kira. With encouragement from Bolin, Kira was soon entering public speaking competitions, and more than that, she was winning awards.
I got second, and I couldn't believe it. And then I went to state, and the whole entire time I was like, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to do it. Like, it's not going to happen. It's just going to be a good memory for me. And they called my name on that stage, and I was the person going to D.C. I remember her giving me this one look, and it was like, I told you so. And that look will forever be on the back of my mind. The day before I went to state, she gave me this pencil that had this saying, because I was a really quirky kid in there, and there was always the saying of, oh, Kira, and she found this pencil out of nowhere that had that exact same quote on it, and she gave it to me, and I still have it, and I had it in my pocket the day that I went to nationals and said that speech.
Kira has been in JAG-K for 4 years. Today, she's an award-winning public speaker, a young woman who earned a trip to the nation's capital. She's also a high school student with a part-time job. Not that long ago, none of these things would have seemed possible. She is, of course, grateful for the stepsister who stepped up to adopt her. Kira is also grateful for Joni Bolin, the one who first welcomed her to the JAG-K program. During the past 4 years, Bolin became a one-woman booster club for Kira, mentoring, inspiring, and believing in her. According to Kira, it's not at all an exaggeration to say Bolin and JAG-K literally saved her life.
One of the most important things I feel like this program teaches is that no matter where you come from, that's not where your story ends.
For Kansas Public Radio, I'm Jay Schafer.